Chris Acosta asks, "Hey Ken, when you set up your buses for different things like drums, bass, synths, etc., do you then send those sends to an all music bus?" Chris, my head hurts just reading that. I like simple things. When you start routing this over to here and then that over to there, all of a sudden, when you're mixing, your brain has to think about your routing, not the song. Anything that I do keeps me in what is the song telling me mode. So anything that adds a technical hurdle to me is usually something that I don't pursue. The only time I use buses is like if I have, 12 background vocals that are all basically going together, I may bus all of those to one bus so that I can control them as one fader and maybe add reverb as a full group. Otherwise, no other reason. I don't have a drum bus. So you have a drum bus and then you have a drum compressor on your drum bus. And your mix is popping, everything sounds great, and you send it off to your client, and your client comes back and says, "Well, I love the mix, it sounds incredible, but I need way more kick drum." And then you go back and you revise your mix and you turn the kick drum way up, and all of a sudden your mix sounds completely different because your kick is driving the compression on your drum bus more than anything else. So the more that you turn up the kick in your drum bus, the more you change the overall sound of everything else in your drum bus. And you also don't really make your kick very loud that way quickly anyway. So I like to have as much individual control as I can. I've got a lot of DSP, so that makes it a little bit easier. But I do my processing mostly on channels. I combine a little bit to auxes, but I don't really think like that. I try and keep everything on the mix bus until I need to combine it for ease of some other thing. Like I said, everything that I do and think about during mixing is to make myself forget about and not have to think about the tools so that I can focus on the music coming out of the speakers and react to it and connect with it and ask myself, okay, what does the song need? What am I missing right now? Where is it shining right now? Something's wrong with the low end. Okay, do I need to turn the kick up, or do I need to fatten up the kick? Or maybe I need to turn up the bass, or maybe, something is interfering there. And, never do I ever go to myself and I go like, I need more 100 hertz on the kick. I need more 300 in the bass. That is just never an idea that crosses my mind. I don't think about ratios and math, none of that stuff. I try and keep my brain in the creative, into the creative section of my brain